Dating-free email is your senior safety net. Even if your last date predates the computer age, if you want to experience the joys of dating-free online for seniors, it would be wise to first embrace the simple technology of email communication. Email, which is the transfer of text messages by computer between two people, allows you to dialogue online with another person. This can be a valuable safety tool when it comes to dating over 50. How many times have you met someone at a social event that you wouldn't mind seeing again? Instead, you let the moment slip away because you didn't want to give out your phone number to a complete stranger. Thanks to email communication, you never again have to let that someone special escape so easily. Handing out an email address is a much safer way to say let's connect with each other. If used properly, email communication allows you to dialogue at arm's length with another person. This makes email an effective pre-date prospecting tool while giving you a safety net as you test the dating waters. And you don't have to be computer savvy to embrace this new age communication. Take it from me as someone who is still having trouble adjusting to the touch-tone phone. The top two email services are free and easy to use. Microsoft Outlook email and Google Gmail can be easily set up. If you find the forms to be perplexing, you could ask your more computer-literate son or daughter to help set up an email account for you. Or you can pay a small fee for a professional to do it for you. Pre-date safety NET. Online communicating has its pros and cons, but there's way more upside if used properly. On rare occasions when personal contact information is shared too early with an online stranger, a date disaster can result. When used correctly as a first-step dating-free information gathering tool, email communicating 1. Allows you to gather as much information as you want about an individual until you feel comfortable enough to meet in person. 2. Enables you to communicate as anonymously as you wish with one or more possible dates until you feel ready to reveal more about your identity to the chosen one. 3. Keeps you at arm's length with a man or woman until you make your dating decision. If you no longer desire to communicate, it's as easy as expressing your decision in an email or simply ignoring further email messages. Most email systems allow you to block an unwanted email sender. 4. Gives you a safe first communication environment no matter how you meet up with someone. If you use senior dating sites, you can often use their internal email system and then transfer communication to your personal email as a next step if the relationship is progressing. If you meet someone in the real world, you can now create a pre-date courting process to help you evaluate if this person is right for you. If all this strikes you as distant or unromantic compared to good old-fashioned person-to-person communicating and courting, then make sure you at least take some dating precautions, such as 1. Step back and double-check your comfort level before divulging your home phone number, address or place of business merely due to impulse or gut feel. 2. Make sure a friend or family member is aware of your dating activities. This includes where you go on each of the first few dates, as well as your date's name and contact information. 3. Restrict the first couple of dates to a public place where there are potentially several witnesses. 4. Have an escape plan at the ready in case the date isn't going well. The ultimate information gathering tool. If you believe that romance naturally occurs with the right person, then finding that person as quickly and safely as possible makes sense, doesn't it? For you, the question becomes, how many first dates do I want to endure before finding the last love of my life? If you are more interested in quality than quantity, then you can turn email communicating into the ultimate information gathering tool. Easy to use email can help you hopefully find that special someone. Here's how. 1. Look beyond senior dating. What do you want for the rest of your life? What are your dreams and wishes? What is your bucket list of things you still want to do? If your final journey isn't clear to you, how do you find the compatible person to take that journey with you? 2. Create an ideal mate checklist. Before getting back into the dating game, take the time to write down what you want in a mate and a relationship. If you don't know what you are looking for, How will you know when you have found him or her? 3. Prepare questions in advance. What questions do you want to ask your prospective date? Start off with your basic get-to-know-you questions such as, what is your age? What city do you live in? Do you have any children or grandchildren? What kind of things do you like to do for fun? How many times have you been married? Your questionnaire should also include some personal exploratory questions such as, what do you miss most about being in a relationship? What are you looking for in a mate? What goals and aspirations do you still have? What role does family play in your life? How would other people describe you? All this can be valuable information, don't you think? One other benefit of email communicating is that it gives you courage to ask about personal matters that you might feel too awkward to address in person. And because all this can be done before a real date happens, don't be surprised to find that people are more revealing than they might be in person with you. So don't be shy. Ask character-type questions, such as, other than family, who was your hero growing up? How has your failed relationships made you a better person today? How do you expect my relationship with friends to change with you in my life? Why would you be a great catch for me? Your questions may be different than these because the answers you seek need to address what you want out of a relationship. Of course, keep in mind this rule of thumb. Never ask a question that you are not prepared to answer yourself. Also, I would suggest that you 1. Don't delete emails. A great way to test the sincerity of a prospective date is to ask the same question occasionally and go back to make sure the answers are consistent. You can do this if you can refer to a previous email. Do this with questions that are important to you in evaluating the person's compatibility. This may seem like an extreme measure, but at what point would you prefer to discover that a potential mate is insincere or even a liar? Once you decide to end an email dialogue, you can then delete all emails from that person. 2. Do not compromise. Email communicating is a great way for you to set a high standard for date prospecting. A good mate is worth waiting for. Anyone who wants to bypass your process by insisting that he or she come to your place tonight should be cast into the email twilight zone forever. With a simple click of a button, you can remove that person from your life and move on to the next potential mate. Several dating-free options can help you recapture the romance and passion that comes when we find our significant other. It just may take the unromantic approach of email communication to best help us find that special someone who turns out to be the last love of our life. For more great 50+ dating information, visit the link below this video.